Yeah, hi there, and these comments, I'm not going to use your name for privacy purposes, but you sent me an email, and I want to address your question right now. So you say, Michael, I have a question. This isn't about TOEFL, I just want to ask your opinion. Well, you know I have a dream. My dream is to study in Canada or the USA. I've been struggling. However, the TOEFL test is a very formidable task for every international student. To be honest, I have wasted more than $3,000 US to study TOEFL with my private teachers, TOEFL, test costs, books, and so on. Some of my friends got 98 in just 3 months learning, didn't waste as much money as I did. Do you think it is still worth for me to study TOEFL? This is my dream. Should I give up? My parents are very supportive, even though I've wasted their money in vain. I was sad, but I just don't want to let my dreams go. You know, your question is, I haven't had it exactly phrased this way, but you're bringing up an important point. Now, let me give you a quote. I can't remember the name of the person, but you might want to write this down. Here it is. It says, if you think the price of an education is expensive, try ignorance. Think about that for a minute. Now, what I'm trying to say is do not give up on your dreams. And I know you spent a lot of money on the TOEFL, but I don't think it's been in vain, because remember, the TOEFL is a journey. Now, I'm not saying that you should have spent all the money that you did, but you're not always going to get your goal immediately. And you're comparing yourself to your friends, which isn't always a good idea, because not everybody has the same background. For example, maybe one of your friends studied English for 6 or 7 or 8 years, but maybe you haven't had that same exposure to the language. Hence, it may take you longer for you to reach your goal based on your current level of English proficiency. So be very careful about comparing yourself to other students or other people. You can go crazy doing that. You know what I'm saying? And remember, we don't all have the same brains, right? I learned Spanish many, many years ago. I'll tell you a quick story. And while I was learning Spanish, I was the slowest. No joke, I was the dumbest one in the class. Everybody was learning the language faster than I was. Now, some of the students already had some experience learning language before they went into this intensive Spanish program. So even though I took longer, I did it. And even though you may take longer, you can do it. So your parents are supportive. No, don't let go of your dream. Finish this. My course doesn't cost you that much money at all. What is it, 38 bucks a month? You know what you need to do. Most of what you can do is free. You need to read books every day. You need to listen and watch radio and TV programs every day. You need to do that. You need to take notes on those reading and listening passages. You need to practice writing summaries of those reading and listening passages. If you don't do it, it's your fault. If you do the suggestions I've given you, you will get better. You will reach your goal. The question is, are you willing to work hard? Are you going to make your parents proud? Are you going to reach your goal? You got to do these things I'm telling you to do, and you can do it. Now, I know you're working hard right now. Don't get me wrong. You send me speaking practice tests every day. You're doing writing practice tests every day. You're going through my online TOEFL course, and you're completing all those lessons. I'm telling you, you will get better. Be careful. Don't register to take another TOEFL exam until you do a practice test, and that way you can see where you are before you spend a whole bunch of money on your next TOEFL exam. You see what I'm saying? So do not let your dreams go, and remember that by getting an education, this will qualify you for higher paying jobs. So even though you might be investing $3,000 or $4,000 right now, it's not a waste of money, because it allows you to get an education, maybe a bachelor's, maybe a master's degree, maybe even more education than that, and that's going to give you earning power for many, many years to come. You see what I'm saying? So please, whatever you do, do not let go of your dreams. You can do this. You follow my suggestions. You do the work every day. You do this for a few months. You will get better. All right? Believe it. Believe in yourself.